Good morning everyone. Today I will discuss about life cycle of malaria parasite. This topic I already discussed in our classroom. Again I'm repeating this topic today in our videos. So first of all, you know that malaria is a communicable disease and it is caused by a parasite, that is Plasmodium genus, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium ovale. So now this malaria is transmitted by Anopheles mosquito, which act as a vector. Here, this malarial parasite, it can be classified into two parts, that is asexual cycle and sexual cycle. At first, I will discuss about asexual cycle. When a female Anopheles mosquito bite a normal individuals, or if I'm told that when a infected female Anopheles mosquito bite a normal person, this mosquito release sporocytes, release sporocytes into circulation. That means into this man blood circulation, into its blood circulation. These sporocytes are carried to liver. That means the sporocyte comes into this liver in this person, and in liver these are converted into merocyte. In liver it converted into smerocyte. Then the merocytes are then released in the circulation. That means, again I repeat, first of all, infected Anopheles mosquito bite a normal person, and then this mosquito release sporocyte into the circulation of this man. Then this sporocyte carried to liver, and in liver, this sporocyte are converted into merocyte. And there, that means in liver, this merocyte are released in, and these merocytes are comes into again in circulation and released there. So now what's the actual position of merocyte in the circulation? That means blood circulation. So then this merocyte enter into the red blood cell. That means you know that just before it release in circulation, that means this merocyte comes from liver and then it's released in circulation, and then it's enter in red blood cell. That means it already belongs in circulation and then it's enter red blood cell, and there, that means within this red blood cell it multiplied. So the rupture of red blood cell release more and more merocyte. That means this merocyte entered in the red blood cell and multiplied this. That means multiplied this merocyte into red blood cell, and then it's ruptured this red blood cell and release more and more merocytes. And because of these, fever of malaria. That means when this red blood cell ruptured because of release of merocytes or multiplication of merocyte, fever occur. That means it leading to fever. And some of the merozyte differentiate into male and female sexual form. The sexual form are sucked when mosquito bite an infected individual. That means I already discussed that it's mainly two types, or it mainly classified by two parts. A sexual cycle. Here, this is a sexual cycle which occurs in the infected host. Here, infected host means any person, and a sexual cycle which occurs in the mosquitoes. So, I already discussed about a sexual cycle, and you may understand it all about a man. So, here I'm coming to my next point, that is sexual cycle. This cycle completes in the mosquito. I already told. The micromerocyte, there, and also macrogametocyte united to form a zygote. That means in case of mosquito, what is happening? Micrometocyte and macrogametocyte they form a zygote. That means their zygote formation. Gametocyte it formation zygote. So here the zygote developed into okinete. That means oocyte, okinete, its formation, okinete. And oocyte and then into sporocyte. Then its formation a sporocyte. The sporocyte is introduced into circulation again, and when the mosquito bite a normal individual. So now maybe you can able to understand this portion. I will discuss briefly. First of all, a sexual cycle, it occur in the man or a person, and and sexual cycle it occur in the mosquito. So in case of sexual cycle, micromerocyte and macrogametocyte united to form a zygote. Okay, the zygote developed into okinete, oocytes, and then into sporocyte. This sporocyte introduced into the circulation when a mosquito bite a normal person. That means if you, I already told it's a cycle. That means it's a continuous process. So you can easily understand what is exactly happening. If you can also understand from this picture. First of all, you show here sporocyte. Sporocyte. The sporocyte entered by a mosquito into a normal person, and then the sporocyte then comes into its circulation. That means blood circulation. Then from the circulation, it enter into its liver, and there it converted into merocyte. There it converted into merocyte. The sporocyte converted into merocyte into a normal person's liver, and from there they comes into again blood circulation and entered red blood cell, and there it multiplied and ruptured this red blood cell, and for this only fever occurs, and then comes into its circulation. So when normal mosquitoes, when a normal mosquito bites this infected person, they also get this thing. That means uh, gametocyte. Erythrocytic cycle, that means these cells, red blood cells, when it's ruptured, its formation, and from gametocyte is formed, and it sucked this gametocyte and it converted into zygote, and zygote, that means it's converted into oocytes, and this oocytes when comes into the circulation, that is formation sporocyte. So this sporocyte again mosquito enter the person. So these all are about the life cycles of malarial parasite. Thank you.